Today we're going to be changing the oil on my 2001 E39 530i. Step 1. Securely raise the front of your car on ramps or jack stands to drain the oil from the oil pan. You'll need an oil collection container such as this one. Now let's take a look under the car and we'll remove the drain plug from the oil pan. Okay guys, so our car is safely lifted and supported by our ramps. Here is the oil pan located right here, and here is our 17mm bolt for the oil drain that we're going to remove and drain the oil into our catch can below. To break the bolt loose, we're going to turn counterclockwise. And as you can see, we're just going to sit here for a few minutes and let all of the oil drain from the oil pan. Now before we replace the oil drain plug, we can also replace the brass washer that creates a seal between the oil pan and the oil drain bolt. Typically, if you open your oil filter, there's a small bag that comes with a gasket for the oil filter, and you'll also find a small brass crush washer that we can replace the old one on our oil drain plug with. So let's install our new brass washer onto the oil drain plug and install it back into the oil pan. Next, we'll replace the oil filter and then fill the car with fresh oil. Here we are on the front of the M54 6-cylinder engine. The oil filter is located right here below this plastic cover, and it takes a 36mm socket, and we're going to loosen this by turning it counterclockwise and removing this plastic cap. Okay, so at this point we're going to need some paper towels or rags to catch any excess oil dripping from this filter and put our gloves back on. Now all we have to do is pull that oil filter straight out. We'll clean off any of the old oil from this plastic filter housing. We're also going to remove this rubber seal here, this rubber O-ring. We'll take a small flathead screwdriver and pry off the old gasket. And we're going to replace it with the new one that came with our oil filter. We'll take our new oil filter and firmly press it on to the housing. And as always, I'll put a link in the description below for this K&N oil filter for the M54 engine. Now let's just thread this back into the oil filter housing. And the torque spec on this guy is about 25 Newton meters. And our final step here is to refill the engine with our favorite choice of engine oil. And here's the oil that I like to put in the car. It's a Castrol Edge full synthetic 0W40. Sells for a pretty good price, and I'll also put a link to this oil in the description below. The final step is to check your oil level. First we're going to start the car and make sure that we get the oil pumping through the whole system. Then we'll shut it off and check the final oil level. Now let's check our oil level. First thing you want to do is clean off the dipstick entirely. Place it back in, all the way down for a second. As you can see, our oil level is just below the lower boundary here on our dipstick. And just as an FYI, the bottom level here to the full level is 1 quart. And as you can see, we're down about 1 and maybe a half, 1.5 quarts. There we go, perfect. Just at the top of the full line. As always, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you out today. I'll put a link in the description below on how to reset your oil service light. If this video helped you out, please click the like button and subscribe.